So what does that mean? I don't need to tell India what it means when people use their economic integration with your country for coercion. I don't need to tell you what it means when hegemons use tariffs as leverage. It is a changing world we live in, and energy is at the center of that. I'm here because, like you, the way to resist that change is to build multilateral relationships. I'm here because, as we've heard, energy security is really rising to the forefront of how we move forward globally right now. And it's important to both Canada and India, and we'll have a number of conversations, myself and my colleagues in the Indian government. And I think that what we have to understand is the backdrop. And I think many of you heard the Canadian Prime Minister in Davos last week, and he had some tough words, but he spoke truth. He spoke what is actually happening in the world today. And what is happening in the world today is not a gradual economic transition. It is a rupture. It is a rupture in the way the global trading system works. The rules-based order that we all have been building our economies around, one that was based on multilateralism, one that was based on free trade, the hegemons of the world have decided that's not the way the world's going to work anymore. They've decided the world will work in a much more mercantilist way. So what does that mean? I don't need to tell India what it means when people use their economic integration with your country for coercion. I don't need to tell you what it means when hegemons use tariffs as leverage. It is a changing world we live in, and energy is at the center of that. I'm here because, like you, the way to resist that change is to build multilateral relationships and to double down on diversification of supplies. What you just did with the EU signing the mother of all deals was a perfect example of how to say, no, we're not going to live in a world where might makes right. We're not going to live in a world where the strongest put tariffs on everyone else. We're going to live in a world where we believe in free trade, where we believe in trusted relationships. In Canada, we are one of the largest energy producers in the world. As was said, we are the in terms of critical minerals, to power your energy transition, you need access to critical minerals. You've built a $4 billion fund to help bring those resources here so you can be the leader in clean energy you want to be. Canada is a great supplier of those critical minerals, and we'll be talking about that. And a number of our companies are here at this conference to both help you develop your own critical minerals, but where we have ones to share to help you with energy transition, we will be doing that. I think, Your Excellency, you talked about LNG becoming 15% of your energy mix. What I hear when I visit places like London or Germany, I hear very clearly, hey, we made a mistake. We relied on one supplier for natural gas, and that was a very strategic blunder. We can never let that happen again. We need to diversify our supply. Canada used to provide 98% of its energy to one customer. We are committed to diversifying our supply. We see the opportunity to work with India, as was said, to the fastest growing demand for energy in the world will be in India, whether it's LNG, LPG, uranium, where we have the world's largest supplies of uranium, whether it's oil. We're now building pipelines to the West Coast. We have 3 pipelines built. We are looking at building more. That is because we believe the world we want to live in is one where we're going to trade with everyone. We will never use our energy for coercion. We believe middle powers. At the last G7, we announced 26 transactions with 11 different countries, working on improving the investability in critical minerals, trying to create greater certainty. That's through offtake agreements, in some cases price floors. That's in providing money for infrastructure. I know many other countries have been invited to start participating in the buyers group. What we're trying to do is create more of a level playing field. We've got one of the hegemons who's interested in controlling supply chains, and they have used that as part of the geopolitics that we're seeing. The critical minerals buying group is designed to create more certainty of supply for OEMs around the world. India has a huge number of OEMs who are going to rely on these critical minerals to make the renewable energy, whether it's wind, whether it's solar, and then things like automobiles, airplanes, ships that all use these critical minerals. What we're trying to do is organize, as you said, Your Excellency, use state power to organize the development of these so we have a more predictable supply of critical minerals.